G'day and welcome to Uneducated Entrepreneurs. We're debating on who did the intro last week.
It was me because I did a split of the 2 weeks ago Nathan's podcast, and so I needed to do another intro. Yeah,
So
I got to keep everyone happy, you know.
you can have a turn if you want.
He's Pete. I'm Dan.
Oh yeah, we didn't do that one.
It's fine.
Hey guys, I got a baby toy in my hand because of my son.
Just in case you didn't know, that is Pete on the right. Wait, are you going to be on the right? Yeah, you will be, and me on the left, Dan.
Really?
Yes,
on my screen, you're
correct.
on the right.
Yeah, but I do the editing, so you're on the right. Yes, when I'm just like, are you actually? I love
special.
This.
He needs a bit of help here.
Anyway, so yeah, last week was a bit of a interesting one. We split the week before, so if you watched the first one all the way through, great. If you watched the first one in 2 parts, which is what I ended up doing, even better. But you can watch the second part. It'll be all the way over here. I don't point far enough because I realize that YouTube screens are like this, and I point like here, and it's like here.
Oh.
Yeah.
The YouTube. Did you just call it the YouTube screen?
Look, I just put S's in front of
it's
behind
like
everything.
Facebook.
Yeah, I need to stop flicking my pen.
Oh, on a real weird side note, I don't know if we're going to talk on this, but how nuts is it Elon Musk taking over Twitter?
Actually amazing, so good, right? he's like the absolute goat.
Like,
he's like, you know what? I'm going to take Twitter straight up.
Yeah, he's like, stuff you all. I want to do what I want to do.
It'll be interesting to see what he ends up doing.
How much did he pay for it again? Because he paid out the shares at $52 or something.
Oh, I wish I'd bought some Twitter shares. Is your cam on full HD? Oh, it's just a bit of lighting. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Yeah, I think it was like $54.60 per share he was buying it out at. And I have no idea what the actual share price is at the moment. Are you checking that at the moment?
I am. Well, there won't be extra share prices because he's just privatized a public company.
I don't know if he's done that yet. I think it's a bit of a process.
Well, there's people.
You know what? That could be a great episode as to how to IPO, because none of us have done that.
Yeah, he proposed paying $54.20 for each share.
Yeah, and I think it would have been like 43 or 44 billion.
$44 billion deal.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, although it is Twitter.
Yeah, and it's also Elon as well.
Elon's a badass, that guy.
Yeah,
it was interesting. I was talking to someone yesterday, and they were talking about the differences between what did he call it? It was like
philanthropy,
big leap and little leap or something. There's 2 different types of people, right? There's people who are probably like myself. So I'm a big leap kind of guy. I'm the kind of person who's like, oh, do you know what? There's this giant ass thing that we can do. I'm like, do you know what? Let's create this company and go Australia wide. It's only going to take us 2 steps, right? And it's only going to cost us $4,000, right? And then you've got people who are like my wife, who are the process people, and they're like, actually, that's like 100 steps and maybe closer to 200,000 rather than $4,000. But it's people like Elon Musk. He's a big step person. He's like, let's do this, and you just start. I mean, they both have their benefits, but let's start. Let's do something. Let's get it started. And that's like me. I just get in there, get it started, and you know what? If I don't know about it, we're going to learn about it, and we're going to do our best. So
figure it out, exactly. Welcome to entrepreneurship, where you just figure it out as you go.
It doesn't mean you can't be an entrepreneur though and do the step by step. It's just sometimes it's a bit of a slow process. Having said that, that's why most of the entrepreneurs that are those big leap kind of guys. I'm just going to do my button up. That's why the entrepreneurs that are these big leap kind of guys. That's why they've been bankrupt. Most of them have been bankrupt 3 or 4 different times and have had 5 or 6 failed, maybe 10 failed different businesses.
Yeah.
Like
big leaps, big fails, and then do it again.
And it's that resilience. You got to have that resilience to go, do you know what?
Yeah, that's it.
But I screwed up. Like, I've stuffed up big time. And sorry, do you know what though? Everyone screws up. Humanity, let's give it a crack again.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
So, but anyway, that's just what that made me think of. Elon's doing that same thing again. He goes, do you know what, guys? I'm going to buy Twitter.
Hey, look, I mean, it literally came out of the blue, and I'm just like, what's he going to do next? Is he going to start his own currency? Wouldn't surprise me. like the Mars currency to be like a Dogecoin probably, or some sort of dog coin.
Why Dogecoin?
He's been just Doge because that's Elon's pumped Dogecoin. Did you not know
Could
about
be a
that?
Musk coin.
Actually, that might already be a Musk coin. This is talking cryptocurrency, but it wouldn't surprise me. Do you like my little espresso cup?
What the
now?
heck is that?
It's pure coffee. That's just where we're at in life. It's like, you know what? Espresso.
Stuff the milk.
Yeah.
Let's just drink it straight.
Just tastes so much better, right? But yeah, so last week was a bit of a oopsies. So
that was probably more my fault than
to...
anything because I just had a lot going on.
That's all right. We managed to adapt.
You have mental health days, guys. Like I always get back to this. You need times where it's just like everything's just overwhelming, and I've had meetings with intense people, and you've got to just
good, right?
I got to stop.
Yeah. No, look, and it's fair enough. It is fair enough. It's all right. I managed to hold the fort. It's okay.
Yeah, he does a lot.
The
issue is Dan's a background kind of guy, and I'm a kind of guy who's just like, let's just do things and let's talk about random crap and let's
do things that much of a plan, and then you see what happens. And that's what happens.
I am the one who does I've got a lot of business contacts, but the issue is because we're not massively huge right now.
Which you can do that, by the way. Make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, guys, we need to get out there because then I can actually get some really big guys. For it to be worth their time, they need to get something out of it. You've got to realize when they're worth that much money, that every single thing that they're doing, they're worth that amount of money for a reason. Like every single step and every breath and everything that they do is planned out. And they're happy to come on in the future, but we just need to get a following.
That's it. I mean, because time is so important. Like, money is not a thing when you're at that level. It's
they don't care.
You could pay them like, we'll pay you $200,000.
No, they don't care.
And it's like, no, it's like the equivalent to like $20 for a billionaire.
Yeah, once they start getting that, it becomes about what drives them. Is it at that point, money no longer drives. Like a lot of that's the issue. A lot of entrepreneurs get into money talk and like, I want to become rich, I want to become this, right? But once you become rich, what then? Right? That's like most people make a goal. I'm going to become a millionaire, and once you hit $1 million, a net worth of $1 million, they're like, oh well, what now?
Yeah.
$1 billion?
They just think ahead. That's exactly
right.
It.
But then
and
you've got to
just keep going.
Yeah, but if money is your only motivator, that's why Jeff Bezos, he's flipping into his power. He wants as much power as possible. That's why he gets all these government contracts and he's on boards in the Pentagon and all that sort of stuff.
He has got stupid amount of power.
Yeah, he's got just look, Elon Musk as well. He just went and bought Twitter. He's like, I'm sick of there not being freedom of speech, so I'm just going to buy.
Yeah, exactly. And which is good.
One of the largest social media platforms.
Yeah, exactly. No, it'd be interesting to see what happens with the whole Twitter space. That's what I'm pretty sure Donald Trump tried to do that, like make like a Facebook or he was doing something where it was kind of going to be on the Web3. And he kind of was coming from the same point of view as Elon, being, well, there's no freedom of speech, so I'm just going to make my own. Whereas Elon's like, well, why do that? I'll just buy one.
So Donald Trump's social media platform has launched.
Oh, it has? It would have only just been recently.
2021.
Or maybe. Oh, right. There you go.
And it's just a blog, supposedly.
So yeah, today getting into it, we are going to talk about mainly affiliate marketing, because online business is there's a lot of different business. Like you've got e-commerce, you've got blogs, you've got affiliate marketing, you've got services.
We just changed my business structure actually. Today.
That's gonna be a fantastic conversation once that settles.
That's gonna be an interesting conversation.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about, I'm going to be basing around sort of affiliate marketing. When it comes to structure, as Pete was saying, he's got I think it's going to be really tested. I mean, this was 3 weeks ago now.
Come on, slacker.
I wrote it down.
No, that's cheating.
I wrote it down.
If you're not remembering, how are our viewers supposed to remember?
They can go back and watch it, but we're recording, so we can't go back and watch it. Makes it difficult. You know what? I'm not going to find it. It's fine. But so Pete's structure is a lot different to mine.
Yeah, well, ours is people based. Yeah.
So with with online, affiliate marketing, you have yourself. You're the editor. At first, you're the editor. You're the back end. You're the website designer. You're the marketing king. Marketing team. You do everything. So it's a big learning curve. So when it comes to affiliate marketing, online business, with mine particularly, you need to have yourself a niche. Yeah. So for DPT Solution, it is health and fitness side of things. So that could be like coffee, or it could be like crochet, or some form of sport. Whatever you're interested in, like go with that. So once you find that, you'll need to then look at getting yourself a domain, because if you're online, you're going to need to find yourself a domain. So I personally use Namecheap. This is where I can share my screen. So I use Namecheap. I think most of it's American-based. You can go into GoDaddy. Some of your hosting platforms provide a domain as well. There's like a bunch of different places you can find your domain.
There's a new domain listing too. You can just get .au if you're going to do Australian-based only.
So basically, you want to find yourself your domain. So if you're doing, give us a topic, Pete. Give us a topic.
Labradoodles.
So Labradoodles. Oh, let me try and spell Labradoodles. I
should have said deoxyribonucleic acid.
I'd be like, nope.
Just type in DNA. What the heck is that? Labradoodle Russ.
Labradoodles are us. Are us. So we search for that. It's very easy.
What's beast mode?
Beast mode, I'll go into that shortly.
That's interesting.
Labradoodlesrus.com. So essentially what you want to do is you want to find .com. .com mainly because if you're going to go international, .com is more recognized. And if people are searching for your particular brand, company, whatever it be, they'll usually chuck in .com as like a standard. That's just how we've been programmed. That's how we're going to do it. So you want to try and get .com. As you can see on the screen, it is currently unavailable. So you could make an offer, or you can go into beast mode, which is where it goes and adds all of your different variations per se. So you could do like drop this, and then you can drop last vowels. So it's like dropping letters, adding things when it loads.
It's happening really fast. I don't know if it's going to be clear on your screen, but it's really jumpy on mine. So
we'll find out. So you can for beast mode, you can add like these kind of things. So it'd be like Labradoodles are usly, which wouldn't really work, or .app if you've got an app. So it essentially just adds different ideas into what you're wanting to, I guess, have as your domain. And so Labradoodles are us is such a we're gonna clear that. We're gonna do a different one. So let's go with health, fitness. It's definitely going to be taken, but you'll be able to add like Lees or HQs or hub. This is in beast mode, and then you go generate, and then what it does is it populates all the different variations with your set. I guess options in there.
You could have just shown them on our website, Uneducated Entrepreneurs.
Maybe I will. By the way, don't recommend putting entrepreneurs in your domain because it is so long and difficult.
Oh yeah, well to be honest, with Uneducated Entrepreneurs is like, I'm like, oh geez. It's a cool name.
Yeah, it's like you've got enough E's in there. So I just searched Uneducated Entrepreneurs into the Namecheap. And then it comes up with all of your different options. So we did that, followed up by then jumping onto all of the socials. So Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, even Twitter, and then checking to see if the domain / the username is available. So if you go and look at any of our other socials, they're all going to be Uneducated Entrepreneurs or Uneducated_biz for Twitter. That was the only one I couldn't get entrepreneurs because it was too long.
Look how long that is. Uneducatedentrepreneurs.academy. Jeez.
Yeah. So it comes up with a bunch of different options that you can look at. I mean, you can go with this if that's sort of what you're doing. Going for, like if you're doing like a course or a learning-based type of thing. Careers would probably be good, or school. And then just gives you a bunch of different options that you can add to your list to, I guess, go with, see what works best for you. So if you're doing like a tech company, you got tech.com, because that would then have .com as well. So it comes with a bunch of different options, as you'd be able to see on my screen. So once you've got your domain name, it usually only costs like between sort of $8 to $12, and they usually do a free or like a discounted rate for your first domain. So do that, and then I jump straight onto hosting. So hosting is essentially where you're going to have your website place. So all of your files are going to be hosted by Hostgator. So originally, when I was starting my DPT solution, I hosted through WordPress, and so you can get so WordPress does come with different, I guess, options, as does every company that supplies. So Hostgator also does domains, and anywhere you can get hosting usually does domains and building of a website of some sort.
I used Wix when I started my company.
Yeah, so that's to build it. So I use WordPress to actually build it. So hosting's where it sits. So that's where all of your files are kept.
Yeah.
And when search logs a thing. So with this one,
I think we used Voidian, maybe.
Actually, Voidian. Interesting. Yeah. Haven't heard of them. So we're on HostGator now. I forgot I didn't click onto HostGator.
Yeah, we're staring at something else.
Yeah, you should be on HostGator now.
There's a gator. Yeah. He's blue. Gators aren't blue.
Yeah, so this is HostGator. This is what I use. It usually starts from a couple of dollars.
Not very accurate.
A month. Hostgator that's blue, as in
the gator's blue. That's
just their logo. That's just
what a weird looking logo.
Yeah,
random.
That's okay. We're not gonna.
Don't type. I wouldn't type your email address in on here. Oh, that's your DTPT one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like it's my business one. So if you want to get in contact with me, that's the email you want to use.
This is how you do it.
Good luck getting into my password. Oh, mountains or hills? That's one. Gotta love.
How funny would it be if you got it wrong?
It wouldn't surprise me. So jump into when you've got
the
your
uneducated in our entrepreneurs things, guys.
Yeah, exactly. So this is literally all I picked this up as I was going through my affiliate marketing journey. Like this is. So essentially, you get into HostGator, you sign up. I'm not going to go through the sign-up process because I don't need to. But then you go into your control panel, which is where you do everything. All your files are kept for your website. You don't technically need to be using this overly much. You can use it for your emails and then to download WordPress. So I use WordPress. So there's two different types of WordPress for building your website. As Pete said, you can use Wix, you can use Squarespace, you can use GoDaddy. I personally wouldn't recommend GoDaddy. I have done websites on GoDaddy before, and it just hasn't got as much stuff.
To be honest,
that you can do.
If you're flush with money as well, there are companies out there that will design you an extremely professional website.
Yeah,
it just costs
100%.
Just costs like $20,000.
Yeah, exactly. But you can do a lot of that all by yourself and save you $20,000.
Yeah, well, we did that, and then we ended up. I mean, the other thing is you could start earning money from it, and then once you start earning money, save up and then upgrade. So we initially used Wix to start ours, and then we had a full rebranding exercise, and we changed absolutely everything. We changed. We've got now people managing our website, all that sort of stuff. So.
Yeah,
it's something that you're still trying to keep. You've got to be careful on how you rebrand. You still want to keep the same principles and the same morals because people can lose you. But if you're too far in the past, then you're not engaging with new audiences.
Let's rehash quickly. So what are we on at the moment? This one, cool.
So what you're saying is, let me get this. So you get your domain. Then from you got to find what domains, and you were using. I've already forgotten what the site was called. It was Orange Name Cheap. That's it. And then you look for that. Well, actually, even before that, don't you have to come up with a name?
Yeah. So that's when it comes back to is so either you do need to come up with a name. So that can be based around your niche. or even just your personal name, if you're doing like a blog or if you're being an influencer, like whatever you choose to be, you can just put your name in. So, for example, if it was going to just do like a personal blog or personal website sort of thing, I would then search in. I wonder if John Smith's even one. Oh, is it a premium? Is it? There you go.
What?
That is actually ridiculous.
Is that 1.4 million?
Apparently. Who's gone and bought that? Holy.
But look at that afterwards. It renews at $19.48 a year.
Yes, because someone's gone and bought it. So they've got it on sale for $1.4 million. What a joke. So you have them. And then like even, what would be another one? I think like Google.
What is this?
This is
Namecheap. I'm actually going to look at it because I'm really interested in finding out some.
Imagine if it was.
Oh, do you know, someone bought. There was a time where someone let. What was it? Was it Facebook or was it? I can't remember what it was. Man, you've just found me a really interesting name start. So interesting.
Yeah. So basically, you start up with your name, so it can be based around. So let's say, what's a topic, Pete? Obviously not Labradoodles because that's just a gross name to be working with. Kitten. So let's say you want to base your, I guess, niche or website around kittens. You would search kittens and then see if it's available. I don't think it will be. So this is where you have to be a little bit more, I guess, flexible or have an idea of sort of where you want it to go.
Yeah.
Because obviously your standard like one name letter word. So like I wanted to do DPT solutions with an S for my website, because then I can kind of incorporate a lot of different things for like from business development through to health and fitness, because I originally and I'm still currently registered as DPT health and fitness with the ABN, which by the way, as a side note, you don't need an ABN straight away. Like if you're just doing like a personal blog, until you start making like money and like good money, that's when you probably want to be looking at doing your ABN. But if you see that you're going to be earning quite a lot of money, like if you've got onto a good niche and you know there's a market for it, then register for an ABN and then also find your business name, like straight up, just so that, you know, one thing you got to be careful of is if, you know, you forget to register a business name, you go through, do all the hard work, you have like this domain title, or even just a business name. If you do like your business first and you're just doing a Facebook page, and then you sort of be like, oh, I want to actually, you know, you've grown to a decent amount and you want to have your own website. Someone may have seen you like doing well and have gone and bought it from underneath you. And that way they then have the website traffic that you would have gotten if you'd registered that straight away. So make sure if it
doesn't cost much to keep a business name registered though.
No, it's like $100.
But do you know what I've noticed on Namecheap? It doesn't have .com.au, so they got .com.
I think you can get .com.au.
No,
I think generally it's because it's let's see, kittens.com.au. So like .com.au is fine, it's perfect, but it can be limiting because if somebody has the .com, generally, as I said before, most people will like default to your business name .com, and if somebody else has that domain name, it's going to go either to a broken page or just an empty page or their page where they could be stealing your content. So yeah, kittens.com.au is taken.
You can make a lot of.
I reckon
you can buy and sell domain names, guys. That's a cool thing too.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, that's domain arbitrage. If you like that, that's another type of business. If you're onto your Google Trends and you can see something coming up that is likely to need either a website or something, you can go ahead and like buy that domain and then basically sell it for, you know, 3 or 4 times the price as you bought it. So yeah, you don't need an ABN. You do need a niche or like a name. You can do your name. It can also be just like if you want to be like a faceless brand, which a lot of people in my coaching group, not my personal coaching group, I'm a part of the coaching group. They run a lot of faceless brands, so they don't actually. They just literally have a random name like Brady Green, like completely made up name, but you could literally put Brady Green Gardens or something, and then use that as your business, and then just run it as Brady. You like, even if that's not your name, like you can do that because that way it makes it easier to sell it as well. If you wanted to do that.
Do you want to hear a rookie mistake that I made?
What?
avastsupport.com's available, and I've got avastsupport.com.au.
Get .com as well, bro. If you're gonna do,
actually might look at that now.
Yeah. It just helps. Like if somebody, because literally a competition could come in, they see that you're being successful, they realize, oh, have you got this domain as well? And if you don't, then they can just grab it. And then any traffic, because literally all they do is normally is like just .com. If people are clicking through on a link that you've given them, it'll go straight to your website. However, if they're searching it, generally speaking, they just put .com, which is why I opted for like uneducated. I just went .com because that's what the default entry to the website is going to be. Good. So look, Brady's, as I was mentioning, BradyGreenGardens.com. It is available. You can get it for like $12.50 a year. This is actually no, it's Australian. We have switched to Australian. And you can, because I've logged into my account, so I don't get the discounts. If it was a fresh account, you can get like $5 off or something like that. Actually, I might have a link for you in the description that you can click on to get that. We're going to be pushing all of my affiliate links here. I'll take note of the date so that we can split, Pete, if we get any hits on it. So to recap on what we talked about today is find your niche / what you're wanting to talk about. Find your niche, figure out what you're wanting to do, get your domain sorted, and then sort out all your socials. So that's just a matter of signing up for a new account and then seeing if your username is available. And even if you're not on that, if you're not even posting on each social media, because I would recommend doing one at a time, or else you'll just get inundated with stuff to do. If you have your username secured, you'll be able to like obviously use that at a later date. Like our TikTok page is kind of almost blown up. Like we've got, I think, 2,000 or 3,000 views. I've done 2 videos that are like 15 seconds of me.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be a video of me too. Whoops.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so like even if you just like chuck something up there, post every now and again, sure. But like new website, and then be like, we're going to come back and do more content later. Then like you have it there. And it's kind of similar with the domain is you won't, like if somebody sees that you're doing really well, like you're a successful business, you're getting traction, followers, etc. They could then go in onto all of the socials and just grab your username. And if people are searching for it, they're going to follow them thinking it's you. And you don't want that because then you lose their business. So get your business name, your domain name. We don't have to get your business name, but if it's going to be big, go for it. Get that. Get all your social links. Sign up with Namecheap, Hostgator, and we'll work on WordPress accounts.
Yeah, until next time. Dan can talk until the cows come home about this stuff.
But that will do for now. Get your social handles, get your domain, make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Last week's part 2 of Nathan's episode is up. You can check that out over this away on top of Pete's head. Pete, you should be like, you can check out the last video here. Yeah, because it'll be on top of his head, not my head.
Perfect.
And until then, have a great week, guys, and we'll see you then.